Open your book to page 606, and again, let's go and continue with the lesson. So let's continue with example 6. So you have two equations. So notice the first equation is 3y plus 2x. So that is in the wrong order. So when you copy the point, you want to copy it in the correct order. So let's go and write it in the correct order. So it's going to be 2x plus 3y equal to 4. And the second equation is 5x plus 6y equal to 11. And again, remember the main concept is you want to make one of the variable coefficient opposite so that they will cancel out. So if you look at the x, you got 2 and 5, and y has 3 and 6. Okay, so notice this is a multiple of this one, so it'd be easy if you do the y. If you do the x, you have to multiply this by 5, you have to multiply this by like -2, right? So you have to do both. Whereas if you try to eliminate the y, all you have to do is multiply this by -2. So again, you have to kind of look at coefficients, look at the number in front and think about, which is the easiest thing to do. Okay, so I'm going to make the y opposite, okay, the coefficient of the y opposite. So I'm going to multiply this by -2. And again, make sure you write down what you're going to do and then do it, right? Again, remember math is communicate your thoughts, right? So you have to write down what you're thinking, write down what you're doing, so when people read your paper, they can follow what you're doing. Okay, so multiply everything, so you got -4x minus 6y equal to -8. And I'm going to put this under here. So I'm going to put this under here. So I get 5x plus 6y equal to 11. Right, again, the reason for that is so that it will become opposite. So that when you add, it will cancel out. So when you add, you get x equal to 3. And that's it for x. Now I'm going to solve for y. So you can use either one. Since I already have a lot of space over here already, I'm just going to use this one. Okay? Even though this is a bit easier, but since this is already here. So again, doesn't matter. Just pick one, whichever is easier to. Okay? So again, I've substitute. And remember, get into a habit of put whatever you substitute in the parentheses, especially when you deal with negative numbers. And get in the habit of none up your equal sign. See the equal? Try to none up as much as you can. So it will help you to avoid careless mistakes. Okay, and then you minus 15. So 6y equal to -4 divided by 6. So y equal to -2/3. Now make sure you lower this number as much as you can. And that's it for example 6. Okay. Okay, now, so this is when you have answer, right? But now we're going to get into situation where you don't have one single answer. So let's go to the next example. So example 7, you have 4x minus 2y equal to 5. And you got 2x minus y equal to 2. Okay. So I'm going to make the y opposite, but this is already both are negative already, right? So I'm going to times it by -2, so it becomes +2, right? Because this is -2. So I'm going to multiply by -2 over here, so it becomes +2y. Again, I'm going to make y the opposite. Now you can do x if you want to; it doesn't matter. So you got -4x plus 2y equal to -4. And I'm going to put this under here. Okay. So again, doesn't matter which one you put underneath. Let's put this under here. Doesn't matter. So -4x plus 2y equal to -4. And notice this cancel out, so you got 0 equal to 1. Okay. Now we did this before, right? When we have one equation, when you have this kind of situation, you will have no solution, right? But because it's two equations, so instead of write down no solution, you need to write down inconsistent. Means the two equations that don't match. Okay, so inconsistent, and that would be your answer. Okay, because they're not equal. Okay, it doesn't make sense. So again, when you have this kind of situation, when both variables are gone, no more variable, and it's false. then it would be, the answer would be inconsistent. Now, if you go to example 8, you have 4x minus 2y equal to 4, and you got 2x minus y equal to 2. Okay. So I'm going to make the y opposite just like last time. I'm going to times it by negative 2. So I get negative 4x plus 2y equal to negative 4. And I'm going to put this under here. So I got negative 4x plus 2y equal to negative 4. When I add, everything gets cancelled out. So I got 0 equal to 0. So this is true, right? But that's no variable. What it means is that any number you put in is going to work. Okay? You got infinite number solution. So in this case, the answer for one variable depends on what you use for the other one, but you have infinite number of answers. So in this case, the answer would be dependent. Okay. So again, if it's not true, if it's inconsistent, they don't match. If they are same, it would be dependent because one number is going to depend on the other. Okay. Okay, now let's go to example 9. So again, we haven't really covered anything new today, right? So just kind of continuation from last time. The technique is all the same. So let's go to example 9. You got x minus 3 over y plus 4 is equal to 1 over 2. And you have x over y equal to 3 over 4. Okay, so now you have fractions. So first thing you need to do is get rid of the fraction. So there are two ways to do this. Okay, one is multiplied by LCD. The other method is just going cross multiply. Okay, so if you multiply by LCD, it would be 2y plus 4, 2y plus 4. Okay. And notice what happens when you cancel things out. What happens when you cancel things out? It's like cross multiplying. Okay. So I'm gonna use LCD for this method. For this side, I'm going to use cross multiplication for this side. So again, multiply by LCD, and then it cancels out, and you multiply out. So you got 2x minus 6 is equal to y plus 4. Okay. Now instead of multiply by LCD, notice you end up cross multiplying. You see that this and this, this and this, right? So a quick way of doing this is just going cross multiply. Okay. So you can notice that. See, you move this to here, right? So cross multiply. Okay, that's another method. Okay, either way, they are the same. Okay, but this is very, very quicker. Okay. Okay, so again, first you get rid of the fraction. Next thing is you want to get all the variable to left side and get the number to the right hand side so it in a proper form. So minus y. So this will cancel out. Plus 6. So it cancel out. So you got 2x minus y is equal to 10. This side, this one you do the same thing, minus 3y. So you got 4x minus 3y equal to 0. Okay? So now it becomes exactly the same as what you do before, right? So let's go and choose a variable to make them opposite. So I'm gonna do the y. So I'm gonna make y opposite. So I'm gonna multiply this by negative 3. So it make into positive 3y. Right? Again, I'm going to make them opposite. So again, you have to choose a variable to make them opposite. Okay, so you got negative 6x plus 3y equal to negative 30. And I'm going to put this under here. I'm going to put this under here. Okay. So now you add, you cancel out. So you got minus 2x is equal to negative 30 divided by negative 2, so x equal to 15, and I'm going to substitute into here. So I got 4 times 15 minus 3y equal to 30, so 60 minus 3y equal to 0, minus 60. Again, just do it step by step. So you got negative 3y equal to negative 60. divided by -3, divided by -3. So y equal to 20, and that's it. Okay. So again, nothing really new, right? Except this step over here. So cross multiply. So again, that's some of what we're talking about. So when you have fractions, multiply by LCD or cross multiply, either method is fine. They are the same. So to get rid of the fraction and move things around, so that you would, this is called the standard form, the general form. This is the general form. This is the standard form. But just get all the numbers and get the numbers on right hand side. Get a variable on the left hand side. Okay, so that way, so the two equations look alike, and then just go and use what you did before, right? Okay, and that's it. Okay, so let's go and do some practice. So go and continue with what you have. So you already did 1 through 9, right? So for today, just go and do number 10 through 20 all. Okay, so just continue with your assignment.